All right, let's try this again. Welcome to the low country of South Carolina again. A little snow on the ground, unbelievable. Doesn't happen that often. I think it's been like years since that's happened. So, hey, listen, if you're a small business owner, it is the first part of January. I want you to do something right now. I want you to go to your calendar. I want you to set a time, set a date. I want you to get together with your team. And by the way, if you're a solopreneur, if you're the only person in your business, you are your team. You're the vice president of administration. You're the vice president of operations. You're the vice president of sales. You're the vice president of marketing. So you need to set a time with your team, which might just be you, that's fine, or anybody else that you've got, and I want you to set a time to go cast vision. Now you might tell me, Scott, I don't know what the vision is. Well, that's where I want to encourage you. Write the vision down so that everybody else who can read it can run. That's that old quote from Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision down so that those who read it may run. So I want you to set a time, set a place, let your team know. You guys get together, and I want you to cast vision. Well, Scott, how do I cast vision? First thing you do, write it down. Write down what you see. Now, there's 7 categories that you can think through as you're writing vision down. Let me get those to you real quick. Number 1, you can think of how far out the vision is. So what's the term of that vision? Is it a year or 2 years or 3 years? Try not to go too far out because so much changes so fast now. And so try not to think maybe a year to 3 years, somewhere in that range. That's the first thing. The second thing to cast vision on is financials. Now, if you don't share this with your team, that's fine, but you need to know this as the owner. What do your financials look like? Start with profit, then you can work backwards to expenses and total revenue. What do you want that to look like in a year or 3 years? Go ahead and lay that out. The third element that you can write down in your vision that you're going to cast to your team at that defined time and date is you're going to write down the product or service that you're... Actually, let me back up. The family and freedom. What does your family and freedom look like in that next 1 to 3 years? The reason you've started your business is so that you can have some marginal time to do things that really matter most to you. So you got to write those things down. So for instance, Ashley and I, we've written down that we want to go on a date once every other month. So that's in the family freedom section of our vision. And that's in our business vision, by the way. It's not just our personal vision, but it's actually in our business vision. So write that down. The term of your vision, the family freedom section of your vision. What do you want your family and freedom to look like in the next 1 to 3 years? The third section is your financials. What do you want those to look like in the next 1 to 3 years? The fourth section is your product and service. So what is it that God has given you? If you go back to Genesis 4, Exodus 35, particularly Genesis 4, you can see there that God has told us that He gave 3 different people. One, He gave the skill. He gave a lot of people, but one, He gave the skill of, I forget the first one. The second one had the skill of the musician, and the third had the skill of a blacksmith. Oh, the first one was a cowboy. It was over livestock. And then Tubal-Cain in Genesis 4, I forget the verse, Tubal-Cain was given the ability to do ironwork and metalwork and all that. Everybody that you've got has got a skill. You've got a skill. We need to define what that product is in your vision. Both what's your existing product and what's your future products and services in that vision. All right, the fifth thing that you write down is the personnel, the team that you're going to need to deliver that product, to get to the financials that will provide for the family and freedom section of what you're doing in that duration. So hopefully you're seeing how this is building on each other. So you write down, what team am I going to need? Am I going to need somebody to do our marketing? Am I going to need somebody to do our finances and our accounting? You got to write that down. Who do you have now, and what are you going to need over the next 1 to 2 to 3 years in order to do that? All right. The sixth section is you're going to get into understanding your customer, your client. Who is it that you want to serve? You've been given a skill set. There are other people that need that skill set from you. That's how God developed this entire world. So who are those people? Don't say, oh, our product and service is for everybody. If it's for everybody, it's for nobody. All right. And I mean that. If it's for everybody, it's for nobody. They say that the riches are in the niches or something like that. Niche down, niche down, niche down. Who do we serve? We serve small business owners, usually between $250,000 and $5 million in real revenue. Now, they may make more than that, but their real revenue, minus their cost of goods, all that in there, that's who we serve. That's who we liberate from small business chaos. So we've defined that into what that looks like. The seventh section in your vision that you want to cast to your team is the culture piece. What do you want this business to look and to feel like? And you might say, well, I don't know how to build culture. Remember, culture is nothing more than a kind of chemistry experiment that when sunshine and air and water hit the ingredients that you've built in your business, that's what the culture is going to be. So if the ingredients in your business are dissension, divisiveness, gossip, that's what the culture is going to be, because it's just a chemistry of the ingredients that are there. But if the ingredients that are in place are thoughtfulness, vision casting, mission planning, team meetings, that's the culture of what you're going to get. And so in that 7th section, and you're casting your vision, that's what you want to write down. So the term and duration, the family freedom section, the financial section, the products and services section, the personnel section, the customer or client section, who do you want to serve, and then the culture section. If you can write that down on a sheet or 2 or 3 sheets of paper, set a time, set a date with your team, and get in there and share that stuff with them. You will be amazed at what that's going to do for them. Then you're not done. Set the next time. Either a month down the road or 3 months down the road. Try not to go any longer than that. So at the next 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, set another date, another time. So at the end of this vision casting time with your team, you'll go, hey guys, go ahead and get your calendars out. We're going to do this again in a month or 2 months, and we're going to assess our progress and see where we're at. It is so exciting to be able to do that. Remember, write the vision down so that those who read it may run towards it. Some may run away from it. That's okay. That's okay. It's serving its purpose. You will never get this time back at the beginning of the year. Make sure you leverage the time. You will never have this opportunity to cast vision with your team. You'll have an opportunity down the road, but you won't have this opportunity. And so I want you to make sure, go ahead, get your calendar, set the time, set the date right now. Please do not let this little Facebook Live pass and you just go, God, Scott, that's a great idea, or that's a cool beard, or whatever. I don't want you to do that. I want you to look at your calendar, set a time, set a date, and go cast some vision. If you need help, go to mybusinessonpurpose.com/vision. We've got a whole tutorial there. It's totally free for you. You just provide the sweat equity. And also go look at our Business on Purpose podcast. Very, very important. Our Business on Purpose podcast, short little snippets to be able to help you to live out your business with great purpose and to liberate you from the chaos of working in your business. All right, Shannon Keating, great job. I knew you were going to pull this through. You've got your vision stuff up. Boards are out. You've shared it with the people who matter most in your business. Keep trucking along. And by the way, guys, share this post. There are other small businesses and owners that need to hear about this. Have a great Friday, and I will leave you with a killer picture of snow in South Carolina. It doesn't happen often. We're right here by the beach. There it is. All right, guys, have a great week.